In this video, we will demonstrate how to view and approve the new interim budget adjustment form in PeopleSoft Financials. Before we begin, it is important to understand that the current interim budget adjustment form and workbook has not been replaced by this. However, this tool is in place to assist in the signature collection process. You will receive an email notification that a form is requested your approval. This is the email that I received, and the subject line is form approval. It has a form number, and it says the abbreviation for interim budget adjustment. And then in the body of the email, in addition to the form sequence, you have some detail. You have the subject. This tells us the content of the interim budget adjustment. The priority and due date fields are currently, they don't have relevance to this form as of yet. And then you have the requester, either the person who has prepared the interim budget adjustment form or the individual who was just previously approved in the workflow. You also have the URL link to take you directly to that form in PeopleSoft Financials. Let's go ahead and click that URL link to take us into PeopleSoft Financials. It will take you to the PeopleSoft Financials login screen. Upon entering in your credentials, it will take you directly to the form pending for your approval. Let's review this first upper section of this page. It tells us again the subject for the interim budget adjustment, and then there's a go to form link. Below that we have an approval action section. We can either approve, deny, or we can utilize the comment box and click save. Let's go ahead and look at the form. This dialog box shows us a summary of the content of this interim budget adjustment. You have an instructions tab and then an attachments tab. In the attachments tab, we see that there is an upload. This is the actual interim budget adjustment. To view that, we can click open. It will then download the attachment. This one is an Excel form, and you can open it up in Excel and you can view the contents of this interim budget adjustment. Once you're satisfied with what you see, go ahead and close that, and you can come back to any one of these tabs. I'm going to click cancel to exit out of this. If I did not agree with the content, I could click deny, and it would send notification to the preparer that it's been denied. If I wanted to type in some comments before doing that, I can elect to add comments. I do have caps lock on, so we have that here. But I can go ahead and save that comment, and then I could click deny. And so then when the preparer gets the email, they can log in and view the form and see the comments that I have made. They can then resubmit that form for approval after they've adjusted any comments that you make. The form will go through each step of the approval. So if you're approving at the second to last or third to last step in this workflow, it will be restarted at the first step. I'm going to go ahead and click approve, but before I do, I want to review this section here that shows the visual display of the workflow. Currently we see that it's pending the first step approval. That's the approval step that I'm approving at today. It's the division level. And it shows the second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth steps in this workflow. If I wanted to add a user as an approver to this form after I've reviewed its contents, I can use the plus sign to add that approver. I can actually add them at any point in the approval process. If I wanted to add an ad hoc approval right after my approval, I would click this plus sign, and then I could select the individual. I could type in their name. We'll just select this individual here. And then I specify that I want to insert this user as an approver or as a reviewer. If it's inserted as an approver, the form will pend for this individual's approval and will only advance until after they approve it. If you select the reviewer option, then the workflow will send a notification to them that a form is pending for their review, but it will not impede or slow down the approval workflow. So it does not require their approval to move on to the next step. I'm going to cancel this work that I've done here. Had I wanted to include that person as an approver or reviewer, I would have clicked Insert or OK. However, I'm clicking Cancel for demonstration purposes. Okay, I am satisfied with the content and I want to approve this form, so I'm going to click the Approve button. We have the spinning wheel in the upper right hand corner. It's working on my option, and it looks like it's completed. We now have it's been approved by me on this date and time, and the next step is pending approval, so my work here is done.